Hi guys, welcome to Mick's Clubs and Trips live chat. Okay, I've started a little bit early today because I've got plans for later, so I need to be away basically. So last time I did my live chat, we spoke about my best holiday, and some have come very, very close. So last time I spoke about Cambodia and Vietnam. Well, almost just as good as that holiday was the one the year before. And that was when we went on a trip to Singapore, Bangkok, and Thailand. Fantastic holiday. So first of all, we flew over to Manchester, and we think we stayed at Altrincham, just near airport. So we stayed there overnight in a hotel to take away the stress of the motorway in the morning. So I had a few drinks there, a nice meal and so on. And then we flew early on the following day. We booked premium seats, but when we got to the airport, the woman on the checkout said, "Would you like to upgrade your seats to business class?" So I thought, nah, it'd be too expensive. But I said, it's just out of pure curiosity, how much is it anyway? And they said £900. So the wife says, "Oh, that's not bad, is it?" I says, "But that's per person." So it was £1,800 to go business class. So a bit of umming and ahhing. I thought, you know something? Why not? Why not? It's one of those, you know what I mean, special occasions. We won't do it every time we go away on holiday. So we thought, yeah, go on then. Crack it. Let's go business class. So then we went into the VIP lounge to have a few drinks and some breakfast before we flew. We flew with Singapore Airlines. So we was getting on the plane, going down the tunnel. Really excited to go in business class because it's the first for us. The thing we didn't turn left. Now, I always think, you know, when you go business class or first class, you always turn left when you get in plane, don't you? But we didn't do that. Which says down there. It was okay. There was nice big pods and stuff. You could put your feet up. You had a bigger telly. And yeah, did we get us money's worth? Maybe not. I probably could have milked it a bit more. No, a few more drinks and stuff, and no, rang me buzzer. More drinks, more champagne, but I didn't. But it was good to put my feet up. And chill out. It was a pretty long flight, so it was worth doing as well. No, I wouldn't have done it if it had been a 4-hour flight, but because it was a nice long flight, I thought, yeah, come on now, let's go for it. Anyway, we landed in Singapore. I cannot remember the name of the hotel. Okay. Nice hotel. We was on one of the, you know, right up in the clouds level. So first of all, when we was there, we went to a place called the Sky Gardens. It's like some big funnel things, and yeah, Sky Gardens. Google it. You'll know what I mean. It was really interesting. You take some steps up, lovely views. Once you're up there, you can see the Marina Bay Sands Hotel, you know, the one on the 3 stilts, if you know what I mean. Once again, Google that as well. So yeah, it was really interesting. That was very nice to see. And then from there, we went over to the Marina Bay Sands Hotel. Absolutely huge hotel. You know, one of these 5-star places. But when we was in the hotel lobby, it looked really busy, and I thought, would we want to stay here? Probably not. Okay, and we was due to go up to the top in the lift for some, you know, you got to pay so much to go up in lift. We bought us tickets, but because there was a thunderstorm approaching, they delayed it, so we was told to come back in an hour. So we went back in an hour to go up the lift to the top of the hotel so we could take in all the views and stuff. But the thunderstorm was still in the area, so they cancelled it. And we did not get us money back. Okay, so that was a bit of a scam. Then we also visited all the Buddhist temples and stuff like that. It was really interesting. You know, all the gold statues and stuff like that. It was really, really nice. And we took in, you know, walked around the city, went to some nice bars and restaurants and stuff. Singapore is an absolutely spotless place. We did not see any rubbish at all. The only bit of rubbish we did see, we went in was it Little India or something like that. We had to get a train onto it. There was a market, so you had to expect a little bit of dirt on the floor, but even that wasn't that much. But yeah, overall, Singapore is absolutely spotless. Okay, so we spent 3 days in Singapore. Once again, if you haven't been there, I highly recommend it. From there, then we flew on to Bangkok. That was about 2.5 hour flight. It was, like I say, a steady away. And then, apologies, I cannot remember the name of the hotel either. We went to the flower market. That was interesting. How they make all the flowers up and stuff like that, and how they arrange them, and walked around there. And then from there, then we went on a tour for some street food. So we were on like a tuk-tuk ride, and he drove like an absolute maniac. Okay. And they stop us off at various locations to try some local food. And I think that's where I got a bit of food poisoning. Okay. Because I had a pudding and I had some noodles in it and some coconut milk and stuff. I had it, but the wife didn't. And then the following morning, I felt dog rough. Okay. I could still function. I could still, walk and all that lot, but it just was a bit of a dampener on the holiday. And then, so we went on tuk-tuk rides and stuff like that. So Bangkok was really good. We went down the street as well, saw some of the dodgy areas, for massage parlors and all that kind of stuff. But it was safe. It was good. I really enjoyed it. So we spent 3 days in Bangkok. Then from Bangkok, we flew on to Thailand and we went to a place called Khao Lak. Okay, and we stayed at the Sarajan Hotel. Really nice place, a 5-star hotel. If you are in Thailand, if you are in Khao Lak, I highly recommend the Sarajan Hotel because it was an amazing place. Okay, it was the wife's birthday when we got there. So when we got into the room, all the bed was made up with happy birthday balloons and stuff like that. All candles on the table. It was absolutely amazing. And we had a dinner booked there as well, a birthday dinner booked. So all the table was all set up with candles and stuff. Really, really nice. Okay. I also had an outside private pool as well. Fantastic room. Pretty close to one of the best ones I've been in. Okay. While we was in the Sarajan, we went on an elephant tour, and it was Pangnang Elephant Park. Okay, so while we was there, we had a bit of lunch first of all, and we had a guy taking us round. We were shown our elephant that we will be walking around the jungle. Okay, we also fed it bananas as well. You never eat an elephant eat so many bananas, but yeah, and we also bathed the elephant as well. So it was in the water with it and throwing buckets of water over it, with scrubbing brush and all that lot. It was really one of those, special occasions. Really interesting. And then, so we took the elephant around the jungle, walked it around and stuff like that. It was really, really nice. And then we also took a tour of the gardens in the hotel where we were staying in the Sarajan. Okay. The gardeners showed us around all, because the wives into all this gardening stuff. It was interesting, to be fair. So they took us around the hotel, showed us all the different plants and stuff like this, and how they prune them and keep them alive and stuff like that. And they also made us some hats as well. We've still got them now, 2 years later. Okay, out of these leaves and stuff. And they also made something like not cockroaches, crickets out of the leaves and little different animals. Really, really clever. Really, really clever. And we also, while we was there in the Sarajan Hotel, they had a show on. They had a little stage, so they had music and shows on every night. And they also had a barbecue night as well. So they had a wide selection of foods and stuff like that. Down by the beach, lovely weather, absolutely fantastic. Anyway, this Sarajan Hotel, it was owned by an English couple. And they bought it between them, and also some family and friends clubbing in as well. So there must have been property developers before they bought the hotel, I should imagine. So they went out to Thailand, they saw this piece of land, and they had this mad idea to build a hotel on it. So they built the hotel, they got the staff, there was almost due to open, and then it was all built, and then the tsunami hit and it flattened the hotel. Okay, luckily for them, they was insured, so they managed to build it all back up again. They managed to keep all the staff as well, who was being very loyal, and they was just about to open again, and then the COVID hit, so the hotel was shut again for umpteen months. So, but luckily, they managed to keep afloat. They managed to pay the bills, managed to keep the staff on, and then they reopened. And yeah, absolutely fantastic. And I understand that they've actually made a program about the couple who opened this hotel up, and they've also got a book as well, so it's worth reading. So yeah, if you Google the Sarajan Hotel at Khao Lak, Thailand, like I say, yeah, you'll see all the pictures on there. And once again, you might find out what the book's called and what the program is called about them as well. So we spent about 5 or 6 days at the Sarajan just to finish our hotel off. And then, yeah, we flew back to rainy UK. So that was an absolutely fantastic holiday. Okay. So once again, I am talking to 0 people. The odd persons come in and out of the channel. But next time, guys, stick around, join in the chat. Okay. But yeah, it's all experience, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. Okay, so for you guys who might watch it later, okay, on the video, if you've got any messages for me, any information you need regarding the Sarajan Hotel, regarding sites in Bangkok or Thailand, just drop me a message, okay, and I will try and reply to that with as much information as I can. Okay, so once again, guys, I'm going to keep this one short and sweet today because I've got stuff to do. Okay, and there's no one in the room either. Okay, so yeah, guys, once again, I'll probably do another chat next Saturday. I'll try and do it at 5 o'clock if I can, but once again, I've had to go somewhere today, so hence the early start. Okay, so guys, if you haven't liked my channel already, please press the like and subscribe button. Anything else, any information you need, okay, and hello to that one person who just called in. And I am just about to log off. Unless you've got a question for me that you want answering, I'll stick around. If you haven't, see you later. Okay, guys, that's me done. Cheers, guys.